You asked for it. You asked for it. This is what you guys wanted. Here we are. Forest nothing. 4v4 team game. And this is it. This is it. This is what our lives have become. Trip, thank you for the sub. Guys, let's get all the hypes up in the chat for this beautiful, beautiful nothingness of Forest. I assume the settings are correct. I mean, you can't really tell if it's paused or not, right? There we go. The first tree has been chopped. Welcome to a 4v4 Huns matchup in Forest Nothing. And I hope you have your seatbelts on because this is going to be non-stop action. Non-stop action. Let me introduce the players. In the blue, we have Nivida. Nivida is playing as the Huns. In the yellow, we have Frederick. Frederick is playing as the Huns. In the red, we have Kiwi Mullet Boy, and he's playing as the Huns. It's kind of surprising. In the green, we have Filster, who is also playing as the Huns. In the purple, we have Olacy playing as the Huns. I think we get it. I think it's all Huns. In the gray, we have Mutant.
Forest. Nothing.
Mutant.
Forest.
He's playing as the Huns. I'm so used to this. Saint Road is in the orange, and then in the teal, we have Spooky Sean.
Nothing. Forest. Nothing. Forest.
828, thank you for the 500 bits.
Forest.
Oh, the scoreboard.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, guys.
Forest.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Always has
Nothing.
to be something going wrong, right?
Forest. Nothing.
I will remove that.
Nothing. Forest. Nothing. Forest. Nothing. Forest. Nothing.
So,
Forest. Nothing.
I kind of hate you guys. Now that this has started, I hate my life. Mutant says he's been practicing. So, let's be honest here. What's going to happen? Let's talk about strategy choices, right? They're going to have to cut space and eventually build farms. So, chat, who do you think is going to get to build the first farm? Currently, I have my money on Olacy. I think Olacy's going to get the first farm up. Then that one farm is going to bring them food for more villagers. And then after that, more villagers. And after that, more villagers. And they will eventually, by abusing the market, try and work their way to the next stage. You hate us, but we love you. I don't hate you guys. I don't hate you guys. How could I hate you guys? Now, the good thing is they don't need to build houses, because that would make things complicated. Someone pointing out that someone researched Loom. Who was that? Oh yeah, that could be a mistake. I don't think there's going to be any wolves in this forest, Mr. Kiwi Mullet Boy. Sorry, Shulker. Sorry, Shulker. You know what? I just now realized I should move the in-game stats because of where the clock is. We're going to have time for that, so that's no problem. Where should I move it to, though? I mean, I could move it... I think the scoreboard's going to be in the way. I think we'll move it here. You're not going to get to see whoever's bottom scored, but frankly, their bottom score, they don't deserve it, right?
The movie deserves an Oscar. Now finally with Forest. Nothing.
Doad,
Die peacefully.
thank you for the 25 bucks, man. Dope to see. Dope Tazy, welcome for the 4 months. Welcome, welcome. Can move the face cam so we can see the stats? I'm already on it, man.
Forest. Nothing. Love you.
I think if we move it above the cam, it's going to be too much, right? It's going to fill the middle of the screen. There's a lot of action going on. You don't want to miss that. Why are they chopping random trees? Well, if you don't know Forest Nothing, for whatever reason, that's all they can do. That's all they can do. They have to wait till they chop out of the trees. So, you know, right now, you need some really good woodline micro. You need to make sure that you're chopping the correct trees so you can create space for yourself. And I made a bet that Olacy would be the first to build a farm. He's actually doing a good job. Olacy's obviously been practicing his build orders. You don't want to miss them chopping trees, exactly, man. More action than you could have ever expected. If you're seeing this on YouTube, this is from the 24-hour stream. There's a lot of hype surrounding this. We might be here for the entire 24 hours in just one video. You never know. Look at Sean. You guys act like I'm missing something. Issue's like, look at Sean, man. Look at Sean. Why are we looking at Sean? What's going on here? Epic micro, guys. Epic micro. Oh, he's gonna build a mill. Okay, so if you build the mill, you can then build a farm. You just delete the mill afterwards. Are you saying that he's gonna get the first farm? Delete it. There we go. You can't build a farm there yet. Who's favorite to win? Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to name the teams. It's literally all we can do here. Ah, come on, Frederick. Micro, man. Micro. There we go. Now the mill's going up. What are we gonna name the teams? We have Filster, Kiwi Mullet Boy, Frederick, and Nivida on one team. What do we name that team? Chat, give me some ideas. Give me some ideas for the name. You look like you have Italian ancestors. I don't know, is Rocky Italian? I knew he's from, like, Philly, right? I don't know. Global Alliance. Oh, that's a good name. Roach! Titans vs. Dwarfs. The Woodpeckers. Oh, Woodpeckers is really good.
Thanks for the last 1.5 years of streaming. T90Gu introduced me to an awesome community. Always great to be part of that. Well, almost always. I did lose like 2 community games. T90 Dave.
You cocky son of a gun. Roach, thank you for the 50 bucks, man. It was great meeting you in Germany, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. Oh, Lacey got the first farm! Oh, Lacey got the first farm! Did anybody else get a farm yet? I think Green can now build one. T90 Stradamus at it again. Look at that. Lacey with the first farm. Well played, Lacey. That's all we're going to remember at the end of this, I'm sure. Game over. Oh, man. So, right now, everyone's tied on 7 pop. But just wait for it. Lacey's breaking in the food with this farm. Soon going to be on 8 pop. Woodpeckers versus beavers. I like the woodpecker idea. So, let's stay focused on the team names. I like the woodpecker idea for the team on the right. What's a good wood chopping name for the people on the left? What do we just call them, Canadians? Because all Canadians are lumberjacks? Filster's team should be the Rainbow versus Sean's team, the Forest Dwellers. What about the Forest Dwellers for the left-hand side? I don't know. Woodchucks. Ooh, yes, woodchucks. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I kind of forgot the name of the team on the right already. What was that again? 2 farms for Lacey. Lacey has skyrocketed up to 8 population. Busy Beaver.
Yes.
Woodchucks. What was that other name I liked? I obviously didn't like it. Woodpeckers. Yeah, woodpeckers and woodchucks. We're going to do woodpeckers and woodchucks. Lacey's bragging. He's like 3rd farm, 4 farm. Look at this. He's chatting to everyone saying 4 farms, trying to get in their head. That's hilarious. You can, just so you know, you can delete the mill now and still build farms. This is not necessary anymore. I'm on 7th farm and 10 houses, says Sean. Yeah, seems legit, Sean. Seems legit. At least Filster did his TC placement right this time. Oh man, that's so mean. Do the teams have Carto? No, they don't have Carto. And it is played with the Conquerors, so if they're going to get Carto, they need to actually pay for it. This is good stuff. Well, I think the strategy should be, I mean, a lot of the time in RM, you don't want to idle your TC, but in this game mode, I would say you want to idle your TC when necessary to get to feudal age fastest so you can get the first sell at the market. Then from there, you have to actually purchase a castle, then use trebuchets to cut the trees. And then you have to cut with trebs all the way to your allies and then start trade. And then later on, we'll see the fighting. Whew. But it's a good thing it's a 24-hour stream, right? I might have the time. Yeah, it's 9:30 a.m. for me. This is giant. Wait, no, this is large. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lacey has top score with his 11 population. Do-do-do. Ba-da-ba. So the plan for the rest of the stream, we're going to do Force Nothing for the next few hours. The next one, we're not going to do all Huns, though. It depends on how long this takes, but we'll do something that has onagers. We'll probably do it with multiple kingdoms, so it'll make it a lot faster. After that, I believe on the schedule is the Spirit of the Law games. I believe Spirit of the Law, and I will do Capture the Relic. What are the best civs for Force Nothing? Well, realistically, in a team game setting, I think Huns is quite good because they can get to feudal age fast, and they don't have to build houses. But I think you'd want a Siege Onager civ and maybe Saracens because they can use the market, and then Spanish. So maybe Huns, Saracens, Spanish, Celts. Just a guess. In Saracens, they can sell more, get more gold, still have Siege Onagers. Spanish have the Spanish trade, and then Celts obviously a fantastic siege. So maybe that would be my pick. Not to mention Celts chop wood faster as well, so that might help. But the only reason we're doing full Huns is because the very first Force Nothing video had all Huns. Then everyone and their mother started doing Force Nothing.
Policy should treat TS
That
to a
video just blew
strategy
up.
tutorial for Forest Nothing, wouldn't you think? After building your 5th farm, should you send your next villager on wood or wood? I always forget.
You know, Gafflespoon, here's the honest truth about Force Nothing. In standard Age of Empires, you only have to focus on, is it 3 or is it 4 on wood in the early game? How many professionals can tell us how many you put on wood for Force Nothing? Nobody! It's too complicated for the competitive mind to understand. So maybe Olacy should do a build order. I don't know. Ballista Elephants would be a cool idea if we're doing the expansions. That's an idea. Oh yeah, T90 series is 18 GMT. You're right. T90 series is 18 GMT, which would be after this. And then we'll have Spirit of the Law. I didn't forget about it. I just got the times wrong. Next game should be all Mayans and community games slow speed. Yeah, luckily they did fast speed, right? So I'm not kidding. Olacy actually has a nice lead here. I think he should cut for a while longer. Maybe when he has this much space, idle his TCE, use whatever farms he has to go up the feudal age, get the market up, and sell. This guy is speaking bull spit right now. 21 pop. I love the mind games though. They don't believe him. If it was anybody else, they might believe him, but not Olacy. Since when is face cam a thing? 24-hour stream, man. 24-hour stream. So the Force Nothing video was made, I believe, I think it was October of 2016, maybe. It might have been September, because I think soon after that my channel really boomed. And since then it has hit 1 million views, 7,000 likes. It's almost offensive that it is the most popular video on my channel, honestly. But it is, and it is here for you. Olef, or Olef, thank you for the 100 bits, man. We're not going to do gold nothing today, I'm sorry. Viper did come back, but he came back right after I played the Force Nothing video, so it was pretty bad timing. I'll have to speak to him about getting on later. I'll message him now, actually. Because we have the time. We have the time. August of 2016. Okay.
No.
But at that time, the channel had about 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers. I was getting about 10 to 30 likes a video. And that really is what started the momentum with the channel. There are other videos, too. What video brought you guys into the channel? I'm just curious. I know that there's a select group that have been around the community for a long time. Maybe came in from some other streamers. But the majority of my community are actually new to age, or relatively new to age, and have returned because of finding my YouTube. So I am curious. Can you show us Nivida, please? Yes. Yes, there's Nivida. Force Nothing, Force Nothing. Blue Coffee, okay. Snippy. No gold challenge. Oh my gosh, those videos are deleted. Best of 21 between Viper and Jordan. Okay. Most annoying strategy. Yeah, those are all successful videos. Can you please show us the most important stat? Yes, I will, MLZ. I will. Okay, so a lot of the community game stuff. Force Nothing, Blue Coffee, Snippy, right? Craziest Bill Rush ever. Yep, that's a good video as well. Stubbs, I do remember you being around since the beginning, man. Thank you for that. I came to the channel after Zero Empire said he left the community. Yeah, I mean, I did have a couple thousand find me after that, but the majority of the people here today actually did not come because of that, which is pretty crazy. I appreciate you guys. So they're going to have a conversation about their week. Says, how's everyone's week been? My week's been good, Philster. My week's been good. I mean, I hate to harp on about build orders and Force Nothing, but Nivida's got to be working towards that farm. I think that Nivida can place a farm here. Maybe needs to take out these trees to ensure that he has the space. I'm here because you are the low-cost version of Zero Empires. Ouch. Is that an insult? Low-cost version? I feel like that's an insult. Relax gamer. I'll take it though. I'll take it, man. Cider, thank you for the sub. This headband is extremely itchy, just letting you all know. It's extremely itchy. 4 farms for Kiwi, Olacy's on 4 farms, Green's on 2 farms, 3 farms then for Frederick. It'll only snowball from here because it'll create a lot more villagers. 3 farms for Spooky Sean, 1 farm for St. Rhodes. Gray has 2 farms, and we've already talked about Olacy. But Nivida definitely seems to be struggling a little bit because of the lack of farms. I think after these trees are cut, he can place it. Let's look at Olacy's population. See, Olacy could consider stopping Ville production now and clicking up the feudal. I think that would be ideal. I think that just idle your TCs now, click up to feudal, build a lumber camp, get double bid X so you can chop faster. And once you can create the space for it, maybe even consider deleting your farms, right? And build a mill then. I remember when I played this, I was so against deleting farms, but he had thousands of wood, so it's just completely different. Yeah, I would say first person to market gets a massive advantage for sure. You should just sell all of your wood once you get the market up. But first, we have to see someone click up to the next stage. The early mill allows you to build the farms, but you don't need to keep this mill up. I'm guessing they don't know that. So if you have a mill right now, it's hurting you big time. Like, had Nivida, there's Nivida's farm. Had Nivida deleted this mill after he built it, and it's chopped the trees around, it probably would have been better. I don't even know if a lumber camp helps you. I feel like it hurts you more than helps you, right? Because these villagers are going to just get stuck and they're going to run into each other. I don't know if the normal efficiency you need with wood chopping is what you need in Force Nothing. Get Viper to co-cast this. I'm sure that would be a good time for him. Yeah, you need lumber camp to advance. Good point. Good point. You need your 2 buildings. You could go mining camp, mill, or lumber camp. Now he can click. And now he can delete that lumber camp if he wants, or he can leave it there. But Olacy's the first one, guys. Olacy will be the first one to hit feudal age. Olacy is going to hit feudal age at the lightning fast time of 41:59. Anybody else close? Not real. Oh, hold on. Frederick is getting close. And Frederick, only 18 pop, but not a big deal. Plenty of wood banked up. Gonna idle the TC with the 3 farms, I think. Can we get the Pog Champs and the T90 Woos in the chat for that feudal age time? It is absolutely incredible.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood while playing Forest Nothing for 24 hours? T90 tree.
That is a good question, Logan. That is a... Oh my gosh.
Finally Forest nothing after more than 1 year waiting. This game Forest nothing. This stream Forest nothing. 24 hours Forest nothing. Nothing but Forest nothing. Forest nothing.
828, I know you wanted it, man. 12,000 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be exact. Thank you, 828. 828, guys, has donated so much over the past 6 months to the stream. It's unreal. Thank you so much. That's craziness. Like, quick diet update. As Frederick's about to hit feudal age, I've drank 1 liter of water. I've had a packet of oatmeal, and I've had 3 eggs with some egg whites. That's all I've eaten so far. I have 6 meals in my fridge prepped for the journey today. What is the history behind this game mode? I joined this when we averaged 50 viewers on the stream in August of 2016, and I thought that it would be dumb and that I shouldn't upload it to YouTube, and I uploaded it to YouTube and it has 1 million views now. Chipotle burrito would be good. I might order pizza around 1 a.m. because the stream will end at 7 a.m. So I think that at that time, I'll order a pizza. But you don't want to eat too much. Like, you want to eat frequently on a 24-hour stream, but you don't want to eat a lot of carbohydrates because it'll just end up making you tired. So, Alacy's now in feudal age. I feel like the correct approach would be for Alacy to delete... I guess he has to cut space yet. But once he cuts these trees, like these 4 trees here, I think he can place a market. He should delete his lumber camp, delete his farm, and build the market. Even still, I don't agree with the lumber camp being here. I mean, look at me being such a judgmental caster on even force nothing. But it just, it's so cluttered here. It's so cluttered. Now, this is Alacy's point of view. Look at the micro. Look at the micro. This is all he sees. Let's see how much gold he gets. Oh, yes. That is amazing right there. He's now at 2,500 gold. So he is just draining the market. Frederick is on the other team, and he was the next to feudal age. He is not going for the market yet. Alacy's going to continue to sell, and he should continue to sell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, this is a 4v4. We have the... What is it? The woodchucks on the left-hand side, and Alacy, Mutant, Saint Road, and Sean. And then woodpeckers in Nivida, Frederick, as he's building his market, Kiwi, and Mr. Filster. Let's look to Frederick's point of view and see how much gold he gets now, because the market prices are not going to be near as good. Alacy bought food. I don't agree with that decision. I don't agree with buying food at all. Like, you'll get food. You had the time for food. But, Frederick did get a decent amount of gold. Did he?
Hi T90.
Guys!
On giving subs away to support you, but since you're planning to give away some yourself, I'll let some plebs living the pleb life.
He just bought food!
So here you go. Some money in your face. Thank you for everything.
What? Why would you do that? There's no gold on this map. You can get plenty of food, man. Why would you sell your wood to get gold and then buy the food? Frederick. Can we get some Fred T90 Rex in the chat? It's such a wonderful name to be a regular on the stream. Seriously. Ah, that was a mistake, my friend. Guardian Angel, thank you for the 25 bucks, man. Yeah, we will be doing sub giveaways. I'll probably do it after Force Nothing, to be honest. He just deleted that chick because she got wedged in there. Thank you, Guardian Angel. You've gifted so many subs lately. I appreciate that, man. Fred Wrecked. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. We need someone with a username that has woo in it, and then it'd just be perfect. If you don't have room when you get to feudal, what about deleting your TC and building market instantly, then rebuild the TC? That is a next level strategy, Shulker, that I have not thought of before. So that is an interesting one. Ved, welcome. Thank you for the prime sub. Salute. So I guess now You got to continue to sell. Just drain the market. I think Olacy should continue to sell now. You see Sean is doing it. They're not going to get a lot of gold for it. Like, right now I'll show you. If you sell wood, you're getting 14 gold back for every 100 at the moment. So, it's really not ideal. And the price for everything, even to buy food, it's expensive now because they bought food. They had the right idea, but buying food just doesn't make any sense. And rushing to the next stage doesn't make that much sense either. I think it's all about selling at this point. How cold is it outside right now where you're at? It's pretty cold, man. It's pretty cold. It's chilly. Is this free for all? Nope. It's a team game. You can see the teams here on the overlay. Did Spooky buy food? Don't tell me he bought food. Why are you buying food? Spooky Sean, that's 3 people. Ah, man. I need a 3 and a what face in the chat. We're so judgy, guys. We're so judgy. They're an hour in. We're so judgy. Why are you buying food? Just wait for it. Be patient. That gold is going to be so hard to come by. Olacy has done a pretty good job, though. I think his start has been pretty solid. He still has the most gold, even though he wasted 1,000 of it to buy food. The market prices I did show, guys, you can see here on the bottom right. That shows you the prices for the selling and the buying. To buy food right now, it's 177 gold. If you sell wood, which is what they're doing, you get 14 gold for every 100, which is still worth it. I mean, you sell a little over 1,000 wood, you're going to get 1,000 gold. Wait, no, 100 gold, but I'd still say it's worth it. They need to buy the castle next. Obviously, they didn't watch the video, Kappa, because if they watched the video, they would know they need to buy a castle, and the first to buy the castle will get the best trade there. Yeah, no one has bought stone yet. No one has bought stone. Maybe you should move the overlay so we can see the game interface. I can move the clock, but like, do you guys want me to move the clock? I can do that. We didn't think about that. I mean, it's not going to look great, but maybe I can move it here. Oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can because the little black box behind the countdown is attached to the rest of the chat. So we're going to leave it how it is. It's 4-0, guys. It's 4-0. I mean, as much as you guys love it, it's not a very try-hard game mode. So I think we're going to leave it as it is. I can't move the background to it, unfortunately. I can move the overlay up if you want me to do that. I love how you guys want to see that. Okay, this is... No, that's the research panel. I'll get it, chat. We have the time. Oh, Lacey's buying stone now, by the way. Quick update. This moves it left to right. How do I move it up? Okay, that works fine. Line table... Hello? This is why we don't do technical things on the stream, guys. Come back to me, please. No. There's no... I don't know how to move it up. This is why I wanted to leave it how it was. I blame you guys. Alright, I'm moving it back to where it was. Okay. It's gonna have to stay there. This is Asperger's game mode, of course. Of course. I'll slide it over a little bit more for you. Sorry, chat. I had everything set up for the stream. I didn't think about this small piece of, this small problem. I think I just got a new image sent to me, so I'll worry about it later. Worry about it later. I'll just slide this over. There you go. Cool.
Hey bro, pizza's on me if you decide to actually go for it later. Now you can order pizza without thinking that you're wasting money. Heck, with US prices this might be like 3 to 4 pizzas.
What?
You better not kebab.
That's like one solid pizza, man.
Though. One pizza.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the 15 bucks. That's pizza and some sides of ranch right there. Thank you so much. I will look forward to that pizza later on tonight. But we got a whole day ahead of us. So there's new TCs. People were asking about it. I think new TCs is a wise move. Also, Lacey bought the stone to get the castle up. Sean has not done so. He has the triple TC going on right now. Some other players are still, like, Nivida is still in Dark Age. Nivida is way behind, but it's Force Nothing. You have the time. $5 Little Caesars. I don't really like Little Caesars. I prefer some, like, I like to go to little small mom and pop pizza shops. I feel like their pizza's better quality. Tia Dama says, watching you for the first time, you're cuter than I expected from the voice. Very distracting. Thank you, Dia. Or Tia. I believe I've seen you on the stream before, though. Guys, chat. I can't move the clock. The clock cannot move because that little black bar is stuck there with the chat. So if I move the clock, then the chat goes off the screen. So I can't move anything. We will address it. I promise you. We have 24 hours. 24 hours to get that sorted. just stop. Slow it down. Slow it down, chat. So, Lacey could click to imp soon. I would idle my TCs here. I don't think creating more villagers does anything for you, honestly. Like, what are you going to do with your extra vills except chop wood? I would say, sell the extra wood, go to imp, and start cutting with the trebs. And then the first person to cut to their ally has a huge advantage because they can start the trade. So, Lacey definitely has the lead. Now, despite the score, I would say Lacey has the lead. Bunch of trolls. Bunch of trolls. Do you guys want me to move the clock? Do you guys want to see the game? Is that what you want to see? Type yes in the chat if that's what you want. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I figured out the way. I want a flying V. We kind of have a flying V here, but the V is like tilted. It's more like a triangle. You do? Here, I'll help you out. I fixed it. There you go. Glad I could fix that problem for you. Wheelbarrow from road. Makes sense. There's the castle. Okay, so Lacey doesn't need his university. He doesn't need his monastery. He could just click up after this. Lacey is playing this very well, I have to say. Yeah, that's right, chat. That's right. So Lacey's going to be the first to imp. He can make 6 trebuchets. And he can start cutting his way to his ally. And he can get that trade running. I'd say he has a big advantage now. Look at the other team. Spooky Sean is... See, he doesn't have the gold. That's the problem. They all need to sell this wood constantly. Because you need enough gold to click up to imp. Well, first click up to castle, which is 200 gold. Then click up to imp, which is 800. So you need 1,000 gold. Plus, you will then need gold to make the trebuchets. Well, actually, to buy the stone, too. Looks like he sold his stone. This is actually going to be quite tough for him. Move face cam next to the scores. An overlay thing right to the right corner. Both avoids the clock. I think we're going to have a solution for that later, guys. The kind of gentleman who makes my images is watching the stream, and I got a message from him. And it was either him saying he loves how I look today, or he sent me a new image. Hopefully he sent me the new image. Is there a schedule anywhere on what you're doing today? Yeah, it's below the stream, dog neck. Just like crane your neck down a little bit and look below the stream. You'll see the full schedule there. I also will have it on the overlay in between games.
Wait for my signal to attack.
Nivida's on the way to Feudal Age. Pretty fast time if you ask me. Lacey's gonna start making those trebuchets. Soul is stone and he... Oh yeah, it's true. He made TCs. My bad. It's amazing that one could miss so much while casting Force Nothing, right? So Sean did not sell his stone. He built TCs. Makes sense. Here come the trebs from Olacy. Now what should happen is Olacy's team should get the trade earlier and Olacy's team should have a big advantage. But I don't know what will happen. There's no way of predicting this. That's why Forest Nothing is great. You don't know what's going to happen. Lazy Ogre, they were just random teams, to be completely honest with you. So I do think that Olacy and Spooky Sean are two of the strongest players in this game, and they are on the same team. But really, it's just all down to cutting, and Olacy was the first to sell. So did you guys notice in the Forest Nothing video that when I threw the stick, it had the treb noise? Thought that was impressive. By the way, Hardy, if you're still there, thank you for making that for me. I went out on the 23rd of December with my brother, and I would like record for that video, and it was somewhat difficult because I'd break character all the time. I'd do something that was really good. I'd climb a tree or something, and then I'd start busting out laughing, and it couldn't be used in the video. So I would say most of the clips we took were wasted because I couldn't keep a straight face. I love the explosion with it. Yeah, I just contacted one of my old friends who's very good at video editing to make that, and he did not disappoint. So I guess we need to look towards Frederick. Like Frederick now lacking the gold, but he does have the food to click up if he wants to do that. Kiwi Mullet Boy. See, Kiwi, he has a lot of resources here. So Kiwi might be the savior of his team. He will need to purchase the stone later, though. I might come back at 21 GMT if I don't have a nice stream. Hero, no problem, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. 828, I don't think this is standard victory. I believe this is conquest. Darth Harambe, thank you for the prime sub. Welcome, welcome. We'll probably see Kiwi click up soon. He just bought the stone. Now he's going to need to sell wood to get the gold for him. But he will be fine. So Kiwi will actually be the second person to the Imperial Age at this rate. Seriously, everyone, thank you for the subs today. The start of the stream has been amazing. You guys have completely changed my life. I'm glad that I could positively affect other people's lives. This might be a negative effect right here, depending on how you look at enjoyment, but there will be a lot more Age of Empires to come today. Subbottom, thank you for the 15 months. Thanks for the long time support, man.
Woo 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 15 months.
Try not to swing that mod hammer too hard in the chat. Alright. There's the trebuchets from Olacy. Olacy is honestly killing it. He's an imp. This is the importance of getting to feudal age faster. He's an imp. He has a lot of wood that he can still sell. He has a lot of gold. Spooky Sean's on the way to imp as well. Let's look at his situation. See, he doesn't have a castle. That's the problem for him. And this is why having so many villagers is not a good thing. Look at the amount of idle time. There's no room to chop. Oh, research times aren't shown. My bad. I thought you guys were trolling me earlier until I actually looked at it. It's a little bit weird though. Like, why is it not showing? Because I didn't move this over. I rarely adjust anything with this overlay. Luckily we have the time now. Move table. No, it shouldn't have anything to do with the table. Research bar. Thick. Anyone know why that's not working? Oh, time. Yes. That should do it, right? Research time start. Research icon, yes. Extended info, no. Save and close. That's it, right? Am I missing it? Am I missing it? That should have done it right there. I'm getting confuzzled, chat. Need the finish time too, please. The finish time is... I don't know why it was removed. It should be right below it. Does it have a finish time option? Notifications in chat? No. Mouse wheel. Actually, I'd like to disable that in the future. Alright, we're gonna have the start. That's fine. We're gonna leave that there. Alacy's, he's cutting through. Click it again? Okay. I'll click it again, Robo. I do all of this just to bother Robo.
Yes.
Oh. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, okay? I didn't know that. That was too complicated for me. I got it, chat. It's fine. But do you recall me clicking that earlier? I don't think I clicked that earlier. That's weird how that happened. So, now we have Sean and Imp. He can make trebuchets. Kiwi Mullet Boy can make the trebuchets. Do you want me to click it one more time? What is happening? I'm gonna click it again. Does it show both normally? Ah, start and end. That would make sense. That would make sense. Alright, we're fine. The Trebs from Filster now. Alacy already starting the great cut. He's cutting towards the Castle Age ally. No Imperial Age for Road yet. There's a delay on the chat too, so you guys are responding to me. I'm getting confused. So basically, 2 people are cutting with Trebs for the what do we call them? The these aren't the woodpeckers. What are these guys? The woodchucks. The woodchucks. And on this team we have 1, correct? I think soon Frederick will be able to get his trebuchets, but nope, 2. Okay. So I guess there's gonna be 3 cutting with Trebs for Frederick's team. I don't know what else to say. We'll just wait for the trade. Alacy's team still should have an advantage because they'll get the trade moving. I should have added the scoreboard so I'd remember the names woodpeckers and woodchucks. Doesn't seem too difficult to remember, but I always forget woodchucks for some reason. There's going to be a lot of gold in this game. There's no siege onagers, so we'll probably see... Well, paladins are kind of hard to pull off because you don't have the food space, so you need to cut for that. But probably paladins, heavy cavalry archers, maybe siege rams. In the original Forest Nothing game, we saw the scorpions, which was so weird because Huns don't get heavy scorpion. But in these choke points, they actually worked out well. I'm not sure what's going on with Nivida. Nivida's taking his time, guys. Nivida's taking his time. Nivida's not a tryhard. But realistically, Nivida should probably delete some buildings here, build a market, and sell, and try and get to castle. What's up, Gagan? I'm feeling good. Yeah, Baron, I've seen the Skype messages. I've seen the Skype messages. I will definitely check in between games. They show up in game, so I do see them down there. Baron is the guy who supplied the fix for the timer, chat. We got some T90 Daves in the chat. Dave has arrived. I feel bad because I told people to show up at the Forest Nothing time, so I'd show the Forest Nothing video, but we started it early. I will show the video again if you missed it. Alright, let me check my Skype real quick, guys. We have a fix coming for the image here. One second. Alright, we're gonna move this. Stream is currently under construction. I guess neither of us thought about that. Alright, let's see how this looks. A little bit awkward. I'm totally not on board with doing this during the cast. But I think we got it. Alright, I'll move the time over. Cool! Everyone say thank you to Baron. Looks good. I think it looks fine. Are you going to eat pizza in stream? No, I will eat it in stream, yeah, but it'll be at midnight. We got quite a ways to go. He's about to cut through here. I don't know what else to say at this point. Like, chat, do you want to cast it for me? Do you want to cast it for me? Like, oh, he's cutting with trips here. He's cutting with trips here. Oh, he's gone about 20 layers of trees. 20 layers of trees versus about 40 layers of trees, but they're on the same team, so that equals 60 layers of trees. And here, Frederick's gone about 15 layers of trees, combined with, well, the no layers of trees from Kiwi Mullet Boy. So that makes them behind. What are the market prices? Here, I'll keep the market prices up for the next couple minutes. You can see it there. It's probably going to be like this for the rest of the game. To sell wood, you get 14 gold for every 100. Talk about the deforestation. I'm trying, Dave. I'm trying. Meanwhile, Nivida, 1 hour and 36 minutes in, is going to hit Castle Age. Nivida has a lot of wood that she could sell, or he could sell, sorry. I'm not 100% certain that Nivida is a dude. I feel like Nivida is a girl, but probably shouldn't say that. Onagers disabled? Well, Huns don't get onagers. Huns do not get onagers. Here's the first cut. Let's go. Let's go. Finally, he's through. I have a let's go emote, by the way, that I'd like to unleash on the stream today if we hit the next emote goal. And there they go. We have the pink cart in front of the pink cart, and behind them are a couple more pink carts, and the pink cart is gaining. You gotta move. There we go. Just deleted the villager to let the trade through. Oh man, hilarious. 4-0. Well, 1,000 is a goal, but I think to get the next emote, we need 1,100 subs or 1,200. I'm not 100% certain. They're researching cartography. It's an AOC. It's not with HD balance, so they're actually paying for cartography right now. It's not free. This is the most efficient trade I've ever seen. Let's see how much he's getting here. Guys, this is heating up. This is heating up. He's getting 21 gold per trip. And he should keep cutting through and go over to orange, and then obviously Sean is cutting towards orange as well. Craziness, craziness. Kiwi cutting through, Frederick cutting through. So they're gonna cut towards blue. And then Filster is also cutting. Now, I don't know who's winning now. It's hard to say. I would still lean towards Olacy, but like Olacy's team does not all have trade at the moment. It's just him. And Mutant can't send his trade carts out because they're going to be running into one another here, so it's tough. I almost feel like at some point you need to start building lumber camps in the middle of the trade route just to cut it, because you can't focus that much with trips. Nivida is selling some resources. You notice how Nivida started off selling 500 wood and now is selling more, quickly realized that that's not going to work out. That's funny. Why all Huns and not a pig sieve with Siege Onager? Good question, Ali. Good question. You can ask the million people that have watched the YouTube video with these same settings. Good question. We will do a game after this, provided we have the time, and we will allow them to pick civs for their team and make it a little bit faster and make a little bit more sense. Make a lot more sense. T90 dab? Alright. That's enough of that. I wonder if they went back to Viper Challenge. No, we're gonna have to finish Viper Challenge later on, sadly. Paycheck, what's up, man?
I didn't miss IT, thank God.
No, you didn't miss it. In fact, you're getting here at the perfect time because nothing has really happened yet. Imperial Age for Mutant. I guess Mutant does not have a castle. Might not be essential for a Mutant to buy a castle now that Olacy's doing the job. I'm trying to fix the overlay at the bottom, guys. Alright. Mutant is getting his upgrades for the units he doesn't have yet. Olacy's getting scale barding, might be thinking about adding the stables, going paladin. Now, even though this isn't the most efficient trade route, Olacy is going to bank up so much gold. And I think Mutant has the right idea with this lumber camp. Like, sure, now it will slow down the trade, but I think this is better for the long run. Viper won the first game, El Chefe. Unfortunately, Viper's internet dropped, or he ran away scared. We're really not sure. So we're going to have to finish that later on. I know Viper has a tournament to play in later, and I will be live for 24 hours, so we will get him back. Unavoidable. Nivida's on the way to the Imperial Age now. The Filster's almost through to Kiwi. Kiwi is actually through as we speak to Frederick. And Frederick is halfway to Nivida. But the trade is going to begin. This is going to be so satisfying. Once Spooky Sean gets through, I guess he's going to maybe go to Orange first. But once they get through and the trade cards are unleashed, it's going to be so satisfying to see. We've been waiting so long for this. K-Bomb, I will stream Masters of Arena. I will not stream it today. We have a lot planned. We have T90 series up next. We then have Spirit of the Wall joining for Capture the Relic community games. Later we will have Slam and Dave. I still got some eggs left in here from breakfast. Don't mind me. Guys, if you want to know what's coming up for the rest of the stream, just look below. You'll see the image there and it tells you the times. Now, if you want to know what your time is with GMT, because I'm EST, for example, I just Google 2100 GMT and EST, and it normally gives me the time. So you could probably do the same. Eldry! 6-month resub. Thank you, Eldry. Kiwi. Kiwi, pack up your traps, man. Frederick's trying to trade with you. Hilarious. So you can compare the trade numbers on the overlay. 33 trade cards for Olacy. Olacy's team has a lot more trade cards. However, only Olacy's trade cards are working, right? Okay. I guess Gray sent his out. Yeah, Gray has a few.
Yes.
Yeah, half a year, man. Half a year. We've had this sub button for 15 months only. It's been a crazy ride, for sure. You guys have done amazing things for my life. I'm pretty sure if I were to text my boss right now and say, hey, like, you want to see what I'm doing for a living? It's so interesting. She'd, like, look at the stream and be like, wait, what? This is what he does for a living? That'd be funny. I would do that if I could see a reaction, but I can't, so. Mangonels, if only those Mangonels could upgrade to Onager. Thank you for the 11-month resub. I don't think there should be any shortage of gold now. I think that with the amount of wood they've collected and the fact that they can start trading, I think we're going to see a lot of gold in the bank for these players. Olacy giving us that example and is researching Paladin and still has 5k gold. And they still haven't cut through. I think Olacy needs to focus on cutting a little bit more. Like, forget about cutting this direction and start focusing on this cut. That way the trade line can improve. Pickle, I was a retail manager, so I could text my boss right now and be like, hey, how's retail life? I'm watching Force Nothing. Force Nothing is more unbearable than retail life. I get that Olacy's going to need these upgrades, but I can't help but feel that every time he goes to a stable to research something now, or a blacksmith to research something, he slows down his cut a little bit. That being said, he and Spooky Sean are leading the way. Look at the animation and how they're stacked here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I left on good terms. I gave him like 4 weeks instead of 2.
Yes.
I worked there for closer to 5 years than 4, and got promoted up through the company and everything. I'm very happy that I was able to have success there. Alright, Frederick is almost throwing this side. Kiwi and Frederick are trading. See, Kiwi's going for the efficient cut. And now I believe Filster has made it through as well. The Filster's cut is not as efficient though. There's a couple one-tile gaps, so it'd probably behoove him to start cutting these trees. either with villagers or with trebs. Don't know why, but I've not moved away from the screen since Force Nothing started. Something about this is so intimidating. It's about the hype. Are you not hyped? The hype is just building up. Just building up. Well, aren't you just waiting with all these trade cards? Saint Road is being patient. 36 trade cards in one spot, waiting for the cut. Howie, yeah, this is my full-time job now, man. So I said at the start that we would see how it goes over the course of a year, and then I'd kind of look at things and say, okay, is this reasonable for me to continue with? But I'd say, you know, with the amount of love being sent my way over the past month or two, it should be something that I can put more effort into in the future and stay doing full-time. Especially with the new age games coming out, I think it's a really good opportunity for me to be at the forefront as far as casting goes. So, assuming those games pan out correctly, it's a good time to be here. TSM Flawless, thank you for the sub, man. Yeah, what's up with Sean's Ville count? Do you guys think this is good or bad? I mean, I guess he can actually sell wood still, but that's a lot of wood. He has 110k. I feel like at this stage it might actually be a good thing. Maybe early on you idle your TC more often than not, so you can get to the next stage and get the market. But now it's probably good to have these amount of vills because they're doing a lot of chopping for you. And if he wants to go paladin or something, we'll have the farm space. And also space for buildings, you got to keep that in mind if he's going to attack. So, Sean and Olacy are almost through to Saint Road. And how's this efficiency going? Yeah, you can see that both Philister and Kiwi are trying to focus on cutting this up a little bit. And oh, Frederick is through to Nivida. And Nivida sending the trade cards and can't get through. Oh man, Forest Nothing. Where would we be without you? Strode? I like saying Saint Road. I guess it could be Strode. For some reason, because it's a capital S and a capital R, it looks like Saint Road. I don't know. Did Teal trap his villas behind market? Wouldn't be surprised. Yep, they are trapped. But he has so many villas, it doesn't even matter. You can just build the lumber camp there. He hasn't realized. He's too focused here. So let's look at the Civ matchups. Oh wait, they're all Huns. So we're going to be seeing Tarkins, probably not Tarkins because there's only one castle for most players, but Paladins, Halbs, Skirmishers, Siege Rams. I remember the very first Force Nothing game, I said that Scorpions were a dumb choice, and that guy killed like 300 units with Scorpions. Because he had so many of them that they were stacked in the choke points, and the Paladins couldn't get through. And because there were so many Scorpions, the Paladins died, the Cavalry Archers died. It was actually pretty incredible. But the game we casted before was not a community game. It was actually experienced Force Nothing players. In fact, when I started the stream early this morning at 7 a.m., there was a lobby with those guys playing Force Nothing. It's like a small group of people who actually enjoyed playing this. They probably make it a lot faster, I have to say. Oh man, this is awkward. This is awkward. These guys are just trying to get to work, but it's rush hour now. Unfortunately, they didn't take the back route, so they're all running into each other. Idling their trade carts. I think they're going to make it through, though. No, this is not Wololo Kingdom's Red Chieftain. I didn't do Wololo Kingdoms, and I didn't do, like, non-Huns, because that's what the original Forest Nothing game was like. The original FN upload was all Huns and AOC, so I decided to keep it the same for the first game. Oh man, yeah, this is a disaster here. But now Olacy, now Olacy's trying to loop around. Oh man, there's so much clutter. Oh, this bothers me so much. Is it even worth it to go the long route when you can go the short route instead? Again, I think Orange has the right idea with the lumber camps here. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think it matters too much, guys. Olacy probably, yeah, he's 5k gold. Yeah, at this stage, Olacy could bring his trebs over and start cutting as he is towards his opponent. And that could be GG if Filster doesn't have any form of military. If Filster doesn't have gold. Yeah, they're still What is this? Like, they're still trying to clean this up. It's just getting worse and worse and worse, man. This is so bad. No wonder he doesn't have gold. Kiwi Mullet Boy is bringing his mullet over here to try and clean this up. Oh, man. Olacy could just destroy the trade and win the game right here. Past 2 hours now. I mean, still, Spooky Sean, of course, could mount an attack versus Nivida, and Nivida hasn't been the strongest player. But I have to give credit to Fred Recht. Fred Recht is doing a good job with the cutting here of the trebs. It looks like he cut his trebuchets an area to launch from, so it wouldn't disrupt the trade. If he did that on purpose, that's pretty smart thinking. Oh no, Filster, no! Make production buildings, man! You have to get the trade free. The first Force Nothing game of the stream cannot end like this. Olacy has stables, Olacy has better trade. Nice cleaning up from Gray here. Olacy has thousands upon thousands of gold. How did the Viper Challenge games go? Unfortunately, Hank, we only got the first game out of the way and then Viper's internet dropped. So we will definitely do that later on if I can get Viper back on here. So I want to see Frederick's resources. See, Frederick has resources. Frederick, as long as Filster doesn't panic and resign, I think Frederick and Kiwi can help. Yeah, see, Kiwi can help, for sure. So Kiwi would need to scramble up stables or archer ranges, and they'd need to deal with this. Because trebuchets are coming close. And remember, Olacy already researched Paladin. You could just start streaming the Paladins, and I believe in the original Force Nothing video, which I will continue to reference, one player was almost dead, but the others helped them with Paladins, so... So what's this? Is this some kind of custom game? What's up, Cartman? This is Force Nothing. So when this game started, they had wood surrounding this area of the TC, extending everywhere else. So they had to chop their way to where they are now. And because there's no gold, and because there's no stone, you have to build trade carts, sell your wood, and cut through with trebuchets. It's actually quite complicated. It's also kind of dumb. Example A.
Yes.
But yeah, for some reason people on the stream like it. I think a lot of people like it because I hate it. I think that's the big reason. I'm not muted, man. Dark, I'm not muted. Nice try. Is Blue out of the Dark Age yet? You can see Blue's in the Imperial Age. Blue is trading like crazy right now. So yeah, I think they're fine, because Kiwi is researching Cavalier and building stables, so he should be able to help out here if need be. Can they see? Oh, they can see the tree cut with this outpost. They can see that Olacy's coming in. Olacy is already creating the Paladins. I think that big issue with the trade cloggage is that Olacy has 54 trade cards, which is probably a bit too many. But I'll give them credit. They're doing a good job. They are focusing on cleaning this up. What's Spooky Sean gonna do? Sean has some of his trebuchets pulled back. He's selling that wood. He sold all that wood and still only has 1,000 gold. I think this is Sean's first batch of trade carts. I don't think he's made it just yet. We'll see how much gold he gets per trip here. Should be pretty good. Yeah, 100. Not bad. Not bad. Population cap is 200, my friends. They're Huns, so they're already fully capped. You can see there. Oh, no! Rip. Villagers getting killed off. See, Olacy has to be very careful because he doesn't know what's waiting behind here. If he opens up the trees, then his opponents can run right in. So he better be prepared to fight this one. I think he'll be okay because Kiwi's going to have to fight a 1v1 versus Olacy to start. Oh my goodness. What is this? Are we watching really good games, really good players, or just some plebs? These are my subscribers, Cartman, so they are not plebs. They're not plebs. Pink Ward, welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, this is just community games. The full schedule for the stream is below, for those wondering. Okay, Olacy's killing off some pop. Plenty of wood. Plenty of food. I mean, there's so much wood here. If this game goes on for longer than 4 hours, these guys are going to have to call their doctors. I think if Frederick just leaves with his trebs, it's fine now. It's T90 fine, Frederick. It's fine, dude. Just leave with your trebs. Guys, this is a nice path. You've done your job. Leave now. The first attack will be important here. Yeah, I have to agree. Pink Ward, welcome back, man. Hope things have been going well. Alright, so they're gonna start freaking out. We haven't gotten to this stage in a Forest Nothing game in a long time. my old PC would probably be struggling a bit now, so fingers crossed, knock on wood, we don't have issues once this first start begins. I know that, you know, one of these guys, like, they're from all over the world, honestly, so there's probably going to be a lot of in-game lag. There hasn't been any fighting yet, guys. The only deaths have been from them killing their own villagers. Filster says I'll go Tarkans. Okay, so he's adding some Tarkans. He could kill these trebuchets if he gets in. The cut has happened. Wait, has it? It has happened. The pathing is just amazing for these melee units. Quick, build a stone wall. Block the paladins. And now it gets insane. The paladins are going to be spammed from Kiwi Mullet Boy. Get ready for the lag, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the lag. Mortality, welcome. Look at Sean's side real quick. I can do that for you. As Sean is also trying to cut through. Nivida has encountered those trebuchets. It's all happening at once. We've waited over 2 hours for this. And the paladins are all over Filster's economy. And now Kiwi is going to be needed. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. You're going to see spam from Olacy, but I think Olacy will eventually get cleaned up by Kiwi. Provided Kiwi has the gold. Oh boy, which he doesn't have. Okay. Well, the Thanks HD pathing has begun. And Olacy's gonna just run right around here. It takes so long for them to react that... Look at this. Oh, and now Olacy's going back for these paladins. He saw him, he's clicked them, he still hasn't gotten there. Unbelievable. There's gotta be so much lag for them now. Why you guys like Force Nothing is beyond me. Oh, guys. Guys. Come on. You had one job. You had one job. Get the trade running. Filster's gonna quick wall. Filster's gonna quick wall. This is the craziest quick wall I've ever seen. Come on, Filster. You can do it. You can do it. Quick wall with the palisades. Quick wall. Oh, man. Olacy's gonna start trebbing everything down. The buildings are gonna drop. This is the trade they wanted. This is the area they wanted to trade. Nice little treb war going on this side. However, Nivida is gonna be in trouble when Sean comes in with his paladins. And you know what? I just want to see some cavalry archers show up here and kill all the trade. At this point, it would be the most successful trade raid ever. So I would love to see that. God knows how many trade cards here. Probably like well over 80. And they're all trapped. And Filster's quick wall, surprisingly unsuccessful. And Nivita's going to add heavy cavalry archer. But Nivita doesn't have any upgrades in attack. And this looks like a steamroll. Kiwi's doing a good job for his team. Frederick, he's going to start sending halberdiers to help out, but he's blocked by his own trade cards. Like, the reinforcements are being blocked by trade. This is this is so unbearable. Thank you, Joe.
Glad to drop my Twitch Prime onto someone I enjoy watching on my breaks.
Thank you for that, man. And chat, if you didn't know, if you have Amazon Prime, you link it with Twitch, you get 1 free Twitch subscription a month to any streamer. You probably shouldn't sub to Force Nothing streamer. You probably shouldn't. But thank you very much. So, can Road come back into this? Or Filster, sorry. Well, he doesn't have a TC. He's brought his villagers down here. He's still cutting with trebuchets. He doesn't have a market. Oh, no. The solution for Nivita is to build another market here. Oh, good lord. This is so bad. I don't know whether to feel bad or to think this is funny or what. I guess you guys, the community wanted Force Nothing, right? So you got it. Kiwi is gonna choose a different market to trade with, I guess. That's hilarious. Oh, Lacey's just continuing to steamroll here. Thank you, Virtual Call. Thank you, Pew Pew. And now would be the time for them to start adding some cavalry archers, I think, to counter these halberdiers. Or Lacey could just spam so many paladins that he can outnumber them. It looks like Sean is kind of slowed down here. Yeah, there's a lot of lag, my friends. A lot of lag. So this is not me. This is just the game. I've made it no secret. I don't get why you guys like Force Nothing. But okay, now Nivita's gonna build. See, Nivita's scared that he's gonna die, and he probably will. So he's gonna build gates here, but this is not making the trade any more efficient. We got like 1 frame per second here. Yeah, the buildup was fun. The buildup was fun. Excited for your time with Spirit of the Law. Yep, so am I, man. Hope you enjoy it. Well, we're just gonna relax here, stretch a little bit. I thought Filster was kidding when he said he was gonna add monks. He wasn't kidding. He's actually added monks in. Versus this many paladins. Someone probably dropped, or a PC is now burning up. Hey guys, T90 of the Lull here. Today, we're going to tell you how to cut trees with massive amounts of lag on Force Nothing. I think Sean had to pause it. Well, I think the next one will be better because you can get Siege Onager. It makes it tough with Huns.
Next. Game.
Gold nothing.
Gold. Nothing.
Oh no.
Next.
Oh no.
Game.
Please no.
Gold. Nothing. Next.
We're not going to do
Game.
gold nothing. I'm
Gold.
sorry.
Nothing. Actually, no. Never gold nothing. Never. Gold. Nothing.
Thank you, Gally. Bio, thank you for the Prime sub. Oh, Lacey is just it just said just forfeit. Honestly, the game does seem over. I would be okay with that. Kiwi's like, no, you. I got this, man. I got this. We will not give up.
Keep entertaining in 24 stream T90.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Joe. I think if Kiwi just patrols his freaking Halps, he can kill these paladins. Wolf nothing. Yeah, wolf nothing would be something else. See, all these halberdiers will kill these paladins from the Lacey. I assume Alacy has a ton of gold, though. Well, he doesn't have a lot of gold in the bank, but that's because his stables are producing them. It still doesn't matter. Poor Nivida. Has Nivida saved any vills? Yeah, Nivida has some vills here. I'm gonna build a talent
came home
center.
from a drunk night. Best way to chill now. Yeah, thank Lord, yeah.
Yes.
Nivida is like, okay, I can't lead the enemy to my ally, so we're just gonna sacrifice these villagers through the choke point. Hilarious. Thank you,
Next.
Feglord.
Game. Stone. Nothing. A map that rocks. Next.
A map that
Game.
rocks.
Stone. Nothing.
You just gotta know Dux the Savior's been saving that one for a while. T90 dad. T90 dad, man. Well, it's interesting that Alacy doesn't have a lot of gold because of his trade numbers. Oh! Never mind. That makes
Roses
sense.
are red. Violets are blue. Harambe always loved forest nothing too. Bible
Rip.
thump.
Let's get the T90 cries and Bible thumps in the chat for poor Harambe. Hillary killed Harambe, never forget. I like how Alacy's thinking, I need more trade because I don't have a lot of gold. And he doesn't realize that the trade is blocked off here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I think they've held on here. I think if you're Philster, you start creating trade. Unfortunately, they're going to have to push back against Spooky Sean. But maybe Frederick could do that with these halberdiers. It's possible, chat. They still have trade going. And I think the extra trade for Alacy's team just hurts more than helps. Crazy Chef, thank you for the prime sub, my friend. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to see some cavalry archers. I saw Alacy research man-at-arms. I hope he's not going with two-handed swordsman from Huns. Dixie Linden? Thank you for the prime sub, man. What's up, Fire? Fire, just so you know, in T90 series, you're gonna have all games to force nothing, okay? All of them. All of them. No wall mod, though. No wall mod. Nah, I'm only kidding. Fire and Stark will be playing in the T90 series. Fire, you probably saw this message already, but I did send you a Voodoo message about the settings and also on how to set up the mod. If you have any issues, make sure to let me know ahead of time so I can get someone to help you out. Did he click long swords? Oh yeah, two-handed swordsman, there we go. He's gone for it. Huey Mullet Boy's pushing back, man. Alacy thought he had it in the bag, but not to be. Not today, my friends. I really think Frederick is going to have to focus his attention to this side. Poor Nivida just has a town center and a market. I think the trade is cleaned up. It is cleaned up for now, but it's hard to focus on this. It'll probably get wedged somewhere else. Like here would be a perfect spot. You could just tell it's all gonna get trapped here in a second. I don't know why they're not going for ranged units. It would make sense to go with cavalry archers here. But Alacy's actually creating two-handed swordsmen, which do well versus the halberdiers, but they do not do well versus the paladins that the enemy will have. So I would say just go cavalry archers. And Sean is trying to push through here. There's only a blacksmith wall and 2 layers of stone wall to stop him. And lots of production building space for Sean now. Yeah, I guess this is fine here. I see Orange is sending the scorpions I wanted. This could be really nice. Really should send villagers, yes, and build siege workshops. And okay, we have two-handed swordsmen from Gray as well in the mix. I think if this game ends, it's going to end because Sean has like no opposition here. He's getting elite skirmisher now, which will counter the halberdiers. And he's going to cut through. And I don't know if Frederick has enough to stop this. And Nivida certainly does not have enough to stop this. Nivida's had a weak start to this. Let's look at Sean's point of view. Sean has plenty of gold, plenty of wood, plenty of food. So he can spam for days there. So now that we've seen the two-handed swordsman, I am genuinely interested to see how they will work out, especially coupled with the scorpions. If Road just patrols these scorpions in, I think if he gets 30-40 of them, it's going to be tough for the opponent to stop. But certainly now in these numbers, it's not very good. But in these small choke points that Force Nothing gives you, I think it'll work out. Like here, it would be amazing. But Sean is killing it. And Lacey is getting heavy cavalry archer now. Green has 12 kills, 124 deaths. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Let's look at Kiwi's resources. See, Kiwi's popped, and Kiwi has a lot of paladins queued up, so... I mean, the downside is he has 50 villagers, and... Well, hold on, no, he has about 100 population space for military, so that's fine, that's fine. He just needs to get Filster in the game somehow. Oh man, this is such a slideshow. What time is it, by the way? 10:47. I think that the T90 series is 18 GMT. 18 GMT is like 2 o'clock, right? I'm not completely sure. I think we have plenty of time. Yeah, Don, I'm aware that Viper is back. We might fit Viper challenge in after this. Depends on his tournament game. He starts a tournament game soon, so I'm in communication with him via text. Well, believe it or not, Frederick and Kiwi Mullet Boy, they are pushing back, guys. They are pushing back. This could be the comeback of the century, comeback of the year. Comeback of 2018. There's been so many games in 2018. Absolutely unreal. The question is, can Frederick and Nivida hold versus Sean? No, I won't be casting Viper's tournament game. We have a big agenda for the day. Unfortunately, the tournament was scheduled on my 24-hour stream date, so nothing I could really do to accommodate for that. With so many, like we have the Viper Challenge we still need to finish, we have Force Nothing, we have Spirit of the Wall, we have Dave and Slam, we have a lot of stuff in the stream today. I think Kiwi can clean this up. I think that Kiwi can kill all the production buildings. As long as he keeps his paladin numbers up in front of these Shrebs, I think this forward will get cleaned up. Lacey's in trouble. Oh, he's sending the trade cards, the enemy trade heist. What is happening? I'm guessing it's blocked off here. Yeah, okay, so this is blocked off. And so the trade cards are trying to go around the other way. Oh man, that's the best. That is just the best. Hey guys, the schedule's on an image below the stream, and when I'm out of game, it'll be on the overlay as well for you. 1,700 people here. Amazing, amazing. Now, how's the push going on this side for Sean? Frederick can actually hold this with full halberdier spam with those upgrades. But you gotta imagine Sean's gonna be able to push in here soon. 18 GMT is 1 PM EST. Yeah, okay. It changes with the time zones. I thought I had plenty of time. Can everyone type Kiwi Mullet Boy in the chat? This guy, PogChamp, is pushing back. He has no ally on this side. I guess Frederick has helped out a little bit, but Filster is only at 67 population, 21 military. Filster has 167 deaths, but Kiwi is carrying so hard here. He's going to need to see a chiropractor afterwards to fix his back. Like, jeez. Get this guy in a moat. Yeah, of course. Nivida with the nice quick wall again. The real problem for Kiwi and Co. is that their trade route sucks because they lost Nivida. Oh, that actually worked. That's so weird. I thought I had Patreon disabled. Wasted talent. Thank you for the $50 Patreon pledge, man. That caught me off guard. It didn't show up on my other screen either, but thank you so much. Good to see you here, Wasted Talent. So now Olacy's on the back foot, and if you guys remember, Olacy was telling them to forfeit earlier. And then who needs to forfeit now, Olacy? Olacy's finally having time to get his upgrades, but he's walling up. He doesn't like the fact that he's been pushed back, I'm sure. 10k gold, though. Thank you, Wasted Talent. Thank you. I'm gonna need to start slowing it down a little bit. Gotta pace myself with his casting. Frederick has gold. Kiwi probably still lacking the gold, right? Yeah, Kiwi doesn't have the gold. But Kiwi has population queued up, so I think Kiwi's actually fine. Can Kiwi afford to send help this way? Because they cannot lose their trade. And Sean is pushing in. As is Saint Road, who's on his way. Well, things are a little bit more peaceful on the left-hand side now. Did Gray go AFK? He's massing the Tarkans. He's actually choosing to go Tarkans and build another castle, which is expensive. Snagglepuss!
Can't be here for the 24-hour stream, but seeing as it's forest nothing, I'm satisfied with your level of suffering.
Thank you, Snagglepuss. Yeah, this is probably as much as I'm gonna suffer later on too, so forest nothing will make a return later on in the stream. Poor Nivida just doesn't have population. And Filster doesn't have population. Filster's catching up a little bit, give him credit. But they can't do damage to Olacy now. And oh, we did miss the Scorpions. Okay, this will be cool. Someone watched that first video. Let's see what Saint Road can do here. A forest. What an interesting name there. Thank you so much for the nothing prime sub, man. Oh, this is going to be juicy. This is going to be juicy. Scorpions can like, stack on top of one another. And though they're just regular scorpions, they're going to do a lot of damage here. I kind of wish that the other team had cavalry archers or more halberdiers. Okay, more halberdiers will do it. Watch this. Whew. It's getting destroyed. The forest nothing meta is to go with Castle Age Scorpions. I did offer to A28 and Dux the Savior to play in the Forest Nothing games. Dux the Savior will play later on in another set, and then A28 said he didn't want to play, so he said he'd prefer to watch. Alright, the Scorpions aren't here yet. Olacy needs to pull back for a moment. He needs to almost protect these Scorpions. I still think the Scorpions should stay. I want to see them used properly here. Just patrol them on in, and the other team doesn't have any ranged units. And they'll get destroyed. Speaking of getting destroyed, well, Spooky Sean actually not destroying anybody right now. We're going to do first come, first serve for most of the community games today. But for this one, I wanted the players chosen ahead of time to get it started.
The months passed by so quickly, T90, it felt like I celebrated my 3 months only exactly 3 days ago. I'm tripping.
You're right. Wasn't it this week that you just celebrated your 3 months? Twitch can be weird like that sometimes. Thank you for the 4, though. And thank you for the tier 2 sub. Let's see what these Scorpions can do. Heavy Cavalry Archers and Scorpions. Unfortunately, there's no meat in front of the Scorpions. There's a lot of them stacked here. Not as many as I would like, but it works in Forest Nothing, guys. No heavy Scorpion, no problem. I'm trying to keep up with chat. There's a lot of people in the chat today. If you're new to the stream, please say hello. Put a T90 nice in the chat or something. Or a hey guys if you don't have the emotes. Oh, the trebuchets! Let's go! Come on, Kiwi. Don't let me down, man. Don't let me down. Unleash pain. Nice. Totally worth it. Hank is new. Galley's new. Ah, all my longtime supporters are new to the stream. What's up, Patter? What's up, Pink? What's up, Super Sane? What's up, everybody? Thank you for stopping by. If it's your first time, you picked quite a day to be here for the first time. You're gonna see me near death in about 12 hours, so enjoy that. The last 8 hours are gonna be a grind. Frederick has gone for castle defense. I don't think that's the best approach when your opponent has 25 trebuchets, but he obviously knows it's important to hold here. This choke point is becoming a problem. Oh, can you friendly fire your own units with trebuchets? I don't think you can. Yeah, I think you can with onagers, but not trebuchets. Yeah, otherwise there would be a lot of dead halberdiers. See, the Tarkans can't get through. The Tarkans can't get through. This game mode is absolutely ridiculous. It would almost be worth it to make 100 scorpions for either of these players, especially red. Make 100 scorpions, it would do so much damage here. Yeah, even Sean adding in the scorpions now. Only with Britons and werewolf traps. So you can actually friendly fire your own units with werewolf traps? That's interesting. I didn't know that. VGK, don't spoil it. I didn't see that game yet. I plan on casting it for YouTube. Willis, thank you for gifting the sub to Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan just said he's new. Congrats, man. It looks like some of the Tarkans made it through, but they can't do anything. I don't think they killed a unit. I think they all died in this choke point. So now that pretty much everyone except Nivida can play a part, I guess Filster might still be a bit behind, but what unit composition should you use? See, Filster has 8k gold. I think you're going to need to talk about it. I think that you want to go with at least 30-40 scorpions on this left-hand side, and then maybe cut a new path. It'd be pretty devastating if you could cut a path towards the opponent trade and then get cavalry archers in there. Like, I really like the mix from Saint Road and Sean on this side. Bertoldi, you know it, man. You know it. Huns do not get Onager. Huns only get Maginot. So they cannot cut through the trees. That's the whole point. The whole point is supposed to be ridiculous. Retreat, halberdiers, retreat! The scorpions are going to do work here. Look at the kill death ratio for Orange. He really hasn't done much, but he has a nice kill death ratio there. Poor Nivida has 250 deaths, 86 kills, pretty much the same for Filster. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of halberdiers out for Frederick, but I don't know if they can hold this much longer. It's looking to be a little bit too rough for them. So many scorpions from Orange. This is going to be beautiful. So it's just full scorpion and skirmishers here. The paladin should be strong, but that's a lot of scorpions. And more are going to come in as well. I genuinely think that the scorpions are going to be the MVP of this game. Look at the KD for Orange now. Over 200 kills just like that. Once the paladins die, the halberdiers will get shredded. Craziness. The scorpions are actually going to work. And Orange has scorpions on both sides as well. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Just go 200 pop scorpions. That's all you need. You're very close to killing these markets. They kill those markets, they'd have to reposition the markets and make their trade profit less. The further you are from your ally markets, the more trade you get. I mean, at the moment, Alacy and Sean are probably getting like 120 gold per trip. I believe if you look at Kiwis, maybe getting 40, 50 per trip. There's his market, and yeah, 35 per trip. By the way, everybody, there is T90 official merchandise available now. Some of the people are seeing the links in the chat there. It's 24% off with the discount code that's on the command if you type !merch. I'll talk more about that after this game. And I will be adding a lot more. It's just that I just got the process started last week, and I have to get some high-res images uploaded there. Whoa! Mutant! What are you doing? Is he actually going with petards? That is so not gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. Come on, explode. Has he killed one paladin yet? Explode. He got one. Totally worth it. Let's go. That's just ridiculous. Can he kill another paladin? He hasn't killed one yet. Nope, still hasn't killed one. He's getting close. Okay, I think he got some there. That was not bad. Yeah, petards unfortunately do not work that way. That's hilarious. Well, Gray went with Tarkans earlier and that didn't work, so he probably figured I built all these castles, let's make some petards, right? And he's making more of them back at home. They have to travel such a long distance to get through. And Phil's still using the palisade trick to see what the enemy is sending over the choke point. Look at the KD for Orange and Spooky Sean. 800 plus kills for Sean. 260 deaths and 3-to-1 kill death ratio for Orange as well. The Scorpion and the Skirm have really done the trick on this side. A Cav Archer is glitched into the wood. Oh! Yeah, interesting. That's actually pretty strong, because there's no range units except Trebs from Kiwi. So this Cavalry Archer is going to rack up the kills. You should start trying to glitch other units into the wood lines. Just have them guard the path.
Down 20 more to go. Gold champ T90 nice T90.
Thank you for the 500 bits, Shulker.
T90 true T90 true T90 true T90 true T90 tree.
Can this, like, will this game ever end? Honestly. Alacy has all the gold he would ever need. He still can't get through and do something. Sean can't seem to push here for whatever reason, and now Frederick is adding his own Scorpions. So, I mean, this is giving Nivida time to rebound somehow. And this is giving Filster time to rebound. That's a lot of paladins, though. I think the Kiwi can clean this up. With that many paladins, I know that we tend to underestimate the Scorpions, but I think the paladins will kill the Scorpions, and then you can push. Well done from Kiwi. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that Spooky Sean wasn't able to do more with the resources he has. And now there's just palisades everywhere. Alacy doing the same exact thing so he can see when there's units over top the palisades. He's making this look ridiculous from the caster's perspective. Now guys, the 24-hour stream. I have another 20 hours to finish this game. It's fine. Oh man. I do remember the other game lasting about this long, but not any longer. Maybe the other guys are a bit more experienced. I think the problem is they've killed a lot of their villagers, so the vills aren't cutting a lot of space to fight in, so it's just choke points. There's so little space here for Frederick. Oh, but look at the Scorpions! I so want this to work. I want Frederick's team to win because of this. Okay, right now he has an awful KD. He's at 555 kills, 1,300 deaths. But Scorpions v Scorpions, look how many he has. I don't think anything can stop the Scorpions. Yeah, maybe I underestimated Kiwis and I underestimated the Scorpions. Yeah, honestly, with the game going on this long, it wouldn't be a bad idea to try and cut to the trade. But even then, you kill the trade and they still have 10,000 gold, so... It's 7 range on the Scorpions, and you're gonna see 8 range on the Skirmishers, but it takes forever to kill Scorpions if you're the Skirmishers. Not to mention that the Skirms die pretty hard to the Scorpions. Well, 828 in chat, this is what you wanted, right? You got what you wanted. Force Nothing Hype is here. Let's get hyped about Nibita finally playing a part. Trading a little bit, banking up the gold. I think full heavy cavalry archers would kind of struggle versus the scorpions as well, right? Might be the best option. I certainly don't think Mangonels are going to do it, even though I get the idea. What's up, Junkie? Welcome, welcome. I think they're going to try and cut to the trade. You know, if they banked up enough gold, they could research spies. You only need 30,000 gold. Lacey probably has over 10, right? Oh yeah, just research spies, Lacey. Come on, do it. I want him so badly to research spies. You can see whatever his opponent was doing. It'd be completely useless if he doesn't need that. But why not, right? I think rams are a nice idea as well, but it's hard to execute in these choke points. So what I think we're going to do, chat, as St. Rhoda is adding in the Mangonels to counter the Scorpion. You know what? Now that most of these halberdiers from Frederick are going to die, these Mangonels could do so much. In fact, look at this. Look at this. Look at all the Scorpions dying here because they're all stacked on top of one another. That's like 50 kills with 3 shots there. That's insane. Well, if only they didn't have endless gold. But still, that's a pretty cool trade. So that's what you can do versus Scorpions. The problem is, normally there's meat in front of them. Electrum, welcome. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for the sub. Oh, chat, I'm reeling right now. I need some water. I'm gonna leave it here, okay, and I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Coach A, you can do it. Less than 3.
Nice to see that we've moved along here. So I got a nosebleed. I washed my face and blood everywhere. My body is rebelling against me for putting myself through this already. So did someone die? No, we're good. Sorry, I had to step away to get water and then my nose started bleeding and we're good. I don't think anything has really changed, right? Yeah, nothing has changed. I think that Sean pushed forward about 20 tiles and that's it. Oh, Lacey did spies. Nice, nice.
T90 help me.
Stream cheater.
This game. T93.
I don't think that was Spooky Sean, but Spooky Sean, thank you for the $5. Did I miss a cut? Oh, wow. it looks like Olacy spotted this with the spies and he's killing these Trebs. Nice. The spies actually helped a lot then, because he could have potentially lost all his trade. Not that it matters because he's 20k. Your body is signaling that this was a good idea. Maybe that's what it is. I do think Seadram would be a wise idea. I think maybe best compositions would be full Seadram, full cavalry archers, maybe. Why is T90 wearing a headband? I don't know. I do not know. I'm sure chat doesn't know either. So maybe both teams are gonna get spies now. I'm also eating, I'm working on this Clementine. I don't know. My Clementine skills aren't really there. Oh, spies hype! Both teams have someone with spies now. And now they get to see that absolutely nothing is happening. Oh, man. How much gold does Red have? I will show you. 7k. This is just a laggy mess right now. See, why go full skirm? I don't get the skirm choice. Why go skirms when you have the gold for cavalry archers? Cavalry archers also do well versus the halberdiers. I like the fact that both teams are using scorpions. I swear we have not seen one paladin or cavalry archer from Frederick this game. And that's because he doesn't have the gold. Okay, that makes sense then. That's a little bit more understandable then. He's about to lose his 2,000th unit. And he just has. So have they progressed at all? You know what I think they should do? Just run units, yeah. See, just run units to the other side. Build production buildings on the other side. And try and 3v1 to finish this. Nivida is now playing a part. Nivida still needs to get some cavalry archer upgrades, but we'll be fine. I wouldn't go as far to say that Frederick is carrying his team, but Frederick has held this side together, and he's also helped on this side, so. I don't really know if there's anybody that's carrying on Sean and Olacy's team. I'd say probably not. This is more of a T90 throw, if anything, because they probably should have won by now. C Machine, welcome to the stream. Wood, please. More wood needed. More wood, me lord. No stronghold today, but I'm sure a lot of you guys get that reference. Alright, see, this is amazing. The Hussars go in, they're the natural counter to these skirmishers. And the Scorpions are just going to destroy them. These counters are no longer counters in Force Nothing. Force Nothing is a whole complete different game mode. Wait, what did I miss? Pussy move. Learn to be a man. Lacey is obviously T90 salty right now. I think he's using his trebuchets and Lacey doesn't like that. See, the cavalry archers also die to these scorpions. It's just ridiculous, man. The best unit in this game is Scorpion. But I still don't see how the team on the right can come back. They don't have the correct trade route. They haven't been pushing on either side. Now they can't trade raid because of Lacey will see it. So, chat, let's talk about the best civilizations for this in a team game setting, because many of you might get to play in the next game. Huns is still good, I think, because you get the feudal age fast, and then you can sell. I'd say maybe Huns, Saracen, Spanish, Celts is what I would choose. But if we do the expansions, then it would be cool to use the ballista elephant, so maybe the Khmer would be cool. Green is in, orange is base. No, it's just the palisade walls. It's just the palisade walls. What you can do, here, I'll show you, like here, this is Frederick's point of view because they're allied. You can place palisades and you can see if there's any units running over top of that. Like here, he did the same thing. That way he can see what type of army is coming through. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. So Philster using his game knowledge. You just go like to caravels and what's it called? Vitorias with Portuguese. Unfortunately, there's no pawns for caravels. Now there are different versions of Forest Nothing. Some of them you start with the trebuchet and normally goes a little bit faster. Not sure. White Shadow, enjoy the sub, man. Magic, thank you for gifting another one. Huns, Koreans, Celts, Mongols. But then you don't have Spanish trade. I think Spanish trade is big because you can see that the trade routes are garbage regardless, right? So if you can get away with a shorter trade route and still get as much gold, I think that that's worth it. Like imagine if they had Spanish and they could trade to here instead, it'd be a lot more efficient. So they have cleaned it up at this stage, but earlier on, it certainly was not cleaned up. I think finally, though, this game's going to be over. Frederick's been pushed back further than he's ever been pushed back before.
No.
He's only at 70 pop. Philster's saying no, but he himself only has 50 military. And he's not really pushing, so it does seem to be close to the end. The Mongol house thing is cool, but you have to consider the start. The start is extremely difficult because you don't have space, so I don't know if I would pick Mongols for that reason. Oh, Paladins! The Kiwi doesn't want to give up, man. But Nivida, Nivida has just resigned. Let's get some tears in the chat for Nivida. Frederick's gonna call it. Holy cow. I mean, that's a lot of Paladins from Kiwi. Very well done from him this game. But unfortunately, Kiwi couldn't carry. I think the end of the first Force Nothing game will be here in a moment. So what Kiwi needs to go for now, he needs to go for 200 population. He needs to run his units rounds and rounds and around and try and make the game crash. Actually, what Kiwi needs to do is build 1,000 mills, and the mill animation will crash the game, and then no one will win. Don't ever do that, by the way. That is such a troll move, and it works, especially on HD. Thanks, HD. Dave told me about it, and I tried it. Yup. Try building 1,000 mills in a 200 pop game with 8 people. Just try it one time, see what happens. Kiwi says, wait, my guys were meant to die, kill them. Okay. Well, These paladins will eventually die, and then he will resign, I'm sure. I know people are going to do that. It's one of those things you have to do once. It's like the Persian douche, right? Well, well played, guys. Well played. 3 hours and 54 minutes of game time. Craziness, craziness, craziness. I think that at the end of the day, when it's Huns, you need to get the trade up and running first. And Alesi did. And that put him in a position to attack first and attack Mr. Filster. And Nivida just had a pretty slow start as well. So that's Forest Nothing. That's what you guys wanted. We're going to have more of it before we move on to the next couple things we have. Well, not couple. The next 20 hours of Age of Empires. Here are the statistics for you. And there's the KD. Spooky Sean ahead, probably with all those skirmishers and scorpions. Trade profit will be interesting. And no surprise that Alesi's well ahead there. Also the uptimes. Alesi hit feudal first, and Alesi just had more gold throughout the entire game, so it's extremely important.